Are you a senior citizen living on a fixed income and struggling to make ends meet? Well, you'll want to keep watching because what I'm about to reveal could potentially double your monthly income from the government. Hey seniors. Michael here from the Seniors Money YouTube channel. On this channel, I cover everything about government income benefits, money-saving tips, and financial strategies to help seniors live a comfortable retirement. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. I post new money-saving and income-boosting videos every week. Alright, let's dive into today's huge announcement that could mean an extra $3,600 per month for low-income senior individuals. That's right, I said per month. Imagine what you could do with an extra $3,600 every single month. You could finally replace that old beater car that keeps breaking down. You could pay off any outstanding debts and stop worrying about bills. You could go on vacations, spoil your grandkids, or just enjoy a higher standard of living. Well, thanks to new changes announced by the government, that kind of monthly income boost could soon be a reality for millions of low-income seniors across the country. I'm about to reveal all the details, including who qualifies and how to apply. But I have to warn you, this is a limited-time opportunity. Once the application window closes, you may have to wait years for another chance like this. So you'll want to pay close attention. As most of you already know, the Canadian government provides two key income supplements for seniors, the Old Age Security Pension, or OAS, and the Canada Pension Plan CPP. For low-income seniors, the maximum monthly payments work out to around $1,300 for OAS and $2,300 for CPP, so around $3,600 combined. And that's the current maximum for an individual. Now, these payments are meant to be a basic income supplement, especially for those without much in the way of personal savings or workplace pensions. But let's face it, even the maximum $3,600 is honestly not that much, especially as the cost of living continues to rise. Many low-income seniors are struggling just to afford basic necessities like housing, food, utilities, and medical care. According to advocacy groups, over 600,000 Canadian seniors are living in poverty. Well, the government has finally recognized this issue and taken action with a major new income-boosting policy aimed at low-income seniors. The announcement. Here's the huge announcement that hundreds of thousands of seniors have been waiting for. The government is temporarily doubling the OAS and CPP payments for low-income individual seniors. That means the new monthly maximums will be $2,600 for OAS and $4,600 for CPP, combining for a staggering $7,200 per month for qualifying low-income seniors. To put that into perspective, it works out to over $86,000 per year. For a single senior living entirely on government income benefits, that is a life-changing amount of money. Just think about what you could do with an extra $3,600 per month on top of the current maximum payments. You could actually enjoy your retirement instead of constantly pinching pennies and stressing about money. Now, as you can imagine, there are some specific eligibility requirements to qualify for this temporary income doubling. The government wants to target these extra funds to the lowest income seniors in the greatest need of financial assistance. To qualify as an individual low-income senior, you must be at least 65 years old, be receiving OAS and CPP payments, have an annual income from all sources below $28,000 for a single individual, have less than $50,000 in cash/investment assets outside of your home. So this is really aimed at seniors who are entirely or almost entirely reliant on OAS and CPP, with little other income or savings. If your yearly income is above $28,000, you likely won't qualify for the maximum double payments. The government estimates around 600,000 to 800,000 seniors will be eligible for some level of increased benefits from this program, with around 300,000 qualifying for the full doubling. It's worth noting that seniors with a spouse or common law partner will be subject to higher income thresholds based on combined household income and assets. I'll provide those details in just a moment. So how can you apply for these hugely increased double payments? Well, the government is setting up a dedicated online portal and telephone hotline to handle all the applications. If you are already receiving OAS and CPP payments, you'll just need to complete an online application providing your income, asset, and household information. You'll need to submit documentation like tax returns to verify your low-income status. If you aren't currently receiving OAS or CPP but you think you may now qualify, there will be a separate application process to first approve you for the base benefits, and then review your eligibility for the double income top-up. The official applications will open up on July 1, 2024. You'll want to get your application submitted as early as possible, as the double payment periods will be determined by application date. I'll put the link to the official government application portal in the description once it goes live. That online portal will be the best place for instructions and to submit your application. For seniors with a spouse or living with a common law partner, the income and asset thresholds are higher to qualify for the double payment increase. This is to account for the slightly higher living costs for a two-person household. As a couple, you'll need a combined annual income below $38,000 and combined cash/investment assets under $70,000 outside of your home. Because of the higher income and asset limits for couples, the government expects around 450,000 to 550,000 senior couples could qualify for some increase in benefits, with around 150,000 qualifying for the maximum double payments. For qualifying couples, the new maximum monthly payment amounts they could receive are $2,600 for OAS per individual, so $5,200 combined. $4,600 for CPP per individual, so $9,200 combined. That works out to a combined monthly payment of $14,400 for qualified low-income senior couples. Again, a potential life-changing amount of extra monthly income. Retroactive payments. I've got one more exciting detail to share about this program. It will feature retroactive payments back to January 2024. So if you qualify and apply anytime in 2024, you'll receive a lump sum back payment for the increased benefits you would have received going all the way back to the beginning of this year. For example, if you qualify for the maximum double payments, you get an extra $43,200 payment upfront for the January-June period. Then you'd start receiving the higher $7,200 monthly payments going forward. For qualified couples, that retroactive lump sum could be as high as $86,400. Imagine getting a payment like that out of the blue. It would be absolutely life-changing. You could use it to pay off all your debts, replace your car, do some renovations, or supplement your retirement savings. Temporary program. One important disclaimer about these hugely increased double payments: they are being positioned as a temporary assistance program for the next few years. Essentially, the government is committed to providing these double payments for a minimum of 3 years, with the option to potentially extend it further if senior poverty rates remain high. So at a minimum, qualifying low-income seniors would receive the double payments until the end of 2026. After that, payment amounts would revert to current levels, unless the government renews the program. However, the government is well aware that clawing back these large income increases after a few years could be very disruptive for seniors who have come to depend on that higher income level. So there is already talk of perhaps transitioning to permanently increased OAS and CPP payment rates after this temporary program winds down, just not at the full double level. Let's talk about how long these double payments could last, and the overall cost to taxpayers. As I mentioned, the government has initially committed to a 3-year timeline, from 2024 through 2026. However, they've left the door open to extend it further if there is still a pressing need to provide more financial aid to low-income seniors after that initial 3-year period. A lot will depend on the state of the economy, inflation rates, poverty levels, and government finances. In terms of cost, this is certainly an expensive program, but one the government views as absolutely essential. They've allocated $65 billion in funding over the first 3 years to cover the increased OAS and CPP payouts. To put that in perspective, the typical annual cost for OAS and CPP combined is only around $55 billion. So we're talking about roughly doubling the expenditure in the short term. Where is all that extra money coming from? Well, a combination of new revenue streams specifically introduced to fund this program, along with reallocating some other spending. Revenue sources. On the revenue side, the federal government has implemented a new 1.5% income tax premium on all working Canadians with employment income above $100,000 per year. This new tax is estimated to raise around $12 billion per year. They've also introduced a new 3% inheritance tax on all estates valued above $5 million after a $1 million primary residence exemption. This will bring in a projected $4 billion annually. Finally, they are increasing corporate income tax rates by 1 percentage point, which is expected to generate $8 billion per year. So those 3 new revenue streams account for $24 billion in funding annually towards the $65 billion 3-year cost. The remaining $41 billion shortfall will be covered through reallocation of certain spending areas that are being deemed lower priority than boosting seniors' incomes. Opposition and skepticism. Now, as you can imagine, this hugely ambitious and expensive program has faced plenty of opposition and skepticism, especially from conservative parties and critics of increased taxation and government spending. The main critiques seem to be: funding should come from cutting waste/inefficient programs instead of raising taxes. This will negatively impact economic growth and competitiveness. Payments are too high and timing is poor with high inflation. This will disincentivize seniors from saving for retirement. Those are some of the main arguments we're hearing from the opposition parties and various economists and think tanks. However, the governing party is standing firmly behind this policy as both an economic necessity and a moral imperative to prevent widespread poverty among the oldest and most vulnerable segments of society. They point to countless research and statistics showing disturbingly high levels of poverty, food insecurity, crumbling health, and negative economic impacts stemming from the financial struggles of low-income seniors. In their view, the short-term economic impacts are well worth the long-term benefits of ensuring our senior population can enjoy a secure, dignified, and comfortable retirement after decades of hard work building this country. Application process recap. Okay, now I want to quickly recap the application details one more time, since this is such a crucial opportunity for any senior struggling with low incomes and lack of savings. The application process will open on July 1st, 2024. It will be handled through a dedicated online portal at the website I'll link in the description. There will also be a telephone hotline for any seniors who struggle with technology. If you are already receiving OAS and CPP payments, the application should be relatively straightforward. You'll just need to provide your income, asset, household, and other personal information to confirm your eligibility for the double payment increase. If you aren't currently receiving any OAS or CPP, there will be a two-step process to first apply for the base benefits, and then have your income assessed for the double payment top-up. Be sure to have documentation like tax returns handy to verify your income and asset levels. Applications will be processed on a first-come, first-served basis, so I'd strongly recommend submitting yours as early as possible on July 1st or within those first few weeks to maximize any potential retroactive payments. For those who qualify, you'll receive your first double payment retroactive lump sum within 4 to 6 weeks of being approved. Then the elevated monthly payments will continue until at least the end of 2026. Seniors, this could truly be a life-changing opportunity for those struggling on very limited retirement incomes. So do not let this chance at receiving $7,200 per month, or even $14,400 for a couple, slip through your fingers. If you meet those basic income and asset requirements I outlined, make sure you have your application ready to go on July 1st, 2024. Set yourself reminders, mark it on your calendar. Do whatever you need to do to get your application submitted right away. Let this program ease some of that financial stress and insecurity. You've worked hard, paid your dues to society, and absolutely deserve a comfortable retirement free from poverty. The government is finally stepping up in a big way to support low-income seniors through these difficult times of high inflation and soaring costs of living. So take advantage while you can. I'll be sure to provide any updates on this program as more specifics are announced on deadlines, document requirements, or any other important details. In the meantime, let me know if you have any other questions about this unprecedented income boost for seniors. I'm always happy to discuss retirement finance strategies and how to maximize your benefits. Thanks so much for watching this important video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until next time, take care.